Hello, listeners and ladies. We are back with you for a bonus episode. We can thank
Is it a
some
bonus episode or a off week episode?
I'm going to call it a bonus episode because due to external factors, we should have had a race.
Mm-hmm.
We should also have $3 gas, but due to external factors,
$3?
Oh,
Well, down here, 210, 215. I'm paying
girl.
$3.60. I don't. Every
That's-
time I go to the pump, I cuss that man
my
out.
gas is $4.60.
I'll be walking.
Everywhere.
I don't drive.
Also, too,
I basically don't drive anywhere.
I currently have to go into the office every. I told myself it hit $4. They better not ask me to go in anywhere.
They gonna ask you.
But
But
listen, every chance I get to not be in the office, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
But for external factors not related to
That's
us,
crazy.
we are filming a non-F1 race weekend video for you. And so we obviously have to come to you with a non-F1 race topic. And given all of the discussions that are going to be happening over the next month long of break, we thought it'd be a good idea to come to you guys with our ideas for fixing F1. I'm obviously your podcast host, Afsa.
I'm
And
back.
Felicia,
Thank you very much, ladies. And this is Three Girls, One Track.
like a
We've
script
brought
or
three-
something.
For sure. We've each brought three great intro ideas for fixing F1. We're going to bounce them around. We're going to see. Maybe we agree with each other on some of them. Maybe they contradict. But we're going to get into it. If you'd like to watch some video, come watch us on YouTube. We are posting videos every single time that we post podcasts. So you can come see our lovely selves and get used to our faces.
Catch this face
All
card.
right. Yes, face cards always. All right. My F1 improvement idea that I'd love to share with the two of you is I think that we should get rid of the F1 super license.
Oh, interesting. Why?
Explain it and why.
I have two feelings about the F1 super license. One, it's that the F1 super license, and for those who may not know, basically it's a qualification that you have to have by the FIA to get into Formula One. And reason number one that I think the super license should go away is because they only created it in response to a generational talent, Max Verstappen, being granted entry into F1 when he was a baby child.
How old was he?
He was 16.
Oh, damn, he was young.
He was a baby. We say Antonelli's a baby. Antonelli was at least a legal adult. Max was 16. Now,
damn.
I do want to say I completely understand and do, to some extent, agree that children should not be driving F1 cars. Completely agree on that part. However, one, I think literally the only thing on your super license being that you're 18 is perfectly fine. That was literally the only problem with Max was that he wasn't 18. That there's nothing else wrong with him. We've had drivers much more reckless and stupid, so I don't actually care about that point. But also, I think that we as an audience, I actually don't think the audience underestimates this. I think the F1 and the FIA underestimate this. There is value to bad drivers being on the grid. There is value to drivers who are not of the highest caliber skill being on the grid. So, to earn your FIA super license, you need to meet a couple of criteria. One, you have to be 18.
Okay.
It claims that you have to be the holder of a valid driving license, but I don't think that's actually something you have to hit. As we very well know, Kimi Antonelli doesn't have a driving license.
And Arvid doesn't have one either. Lindblad doesn't have a license.
Exactly.
Maybe you have to be of licensing age.
Yeah,
like you have to be in an age where you can get a license.
That's not what it says, but that's okay.
Well, that's that point. That's 16 in the States.
Yeah. I think they brushed that one to the rug, but They want you to have a driver's license, be 18 years old at the start of your first F1 competition, and be the current holder of an FIA International Grade A license, which you have by being in like the upper feeder series. They also have to complete a knowledge test. I think that's fine. Have to have completed at least 80% of 2 separate seasons from a range of certified single-seater championships, and they have to accumulate at least 40 points of like qualifying points within the 3-year period prior to entering F1. So, for example, Formula 2 coming in first, second, or third will give you 40 points. In IndyCar, coming in first will give you 40, second will give you 30, third will give you 20. In WEC, which is one of the endurance championships, first will give you 30, second will give you 24, third will give you 20, so on and so forth. You have to like go through these things. The only series where you can race for 1 or 2 seasons, the only series where you can race for 1 season and get all your points is Formula 2 and IndyCar. All the rest of them, you're looking at least 2 seasons of high qualifying positions to actually make it into the F1. Now, there's a couple issues that I have with this. One, I think it's a little bit ridiculous.
It is.
That we are sitting here acting like Formula 2 and IndyCar are like unequal qualifying like championship series. One, Formula 2 cars do not measure up to F1 cars in the slightest. It's like a notable complaint about the feeder series is that driving an F2 car does not prep you well for driving an F1 car, right?
Really?
So you can throw out that it's because of that, right? It's just because it's the one that they own. The FIA owns Formula 2. That's what they govern, you know. They don't overlook IndyCar, and therefore they don't fuck with it as much.
Okay.
Let's call it spade a spade. Second statement, I just don't necessarily think that you need to have gone through these multiple different seater series to be good. We have proven many times over.
That's not necessary.
We've proven it 4 times over. Completely unnecessary. Like, and also, so from the perspective of trying to make sure that drivers are ready to be in F1 and they're good enough to be in F1, I think it's unnecessary. It's helpful, maybe, but I don't think it's necessary. And it actively harms our ability to have absolutely chud drivers on this racetrack. We need bad drivers on the racetrack. I'm saying you should have to pass the safety test. You should have to know how to drive a car. I'm sure the team that hires you will also want you to know how to drive a car. I sound crazy calling for deregulation, but deregulate the Formula 1 hiring process. I think they should be able to hire whatever driver they want. The teams also want money. The teams want some championship money. They're not going to put somebody who literally can't drive a car in there. That's going to cost them sponsorship money. And they want sponsorship money. They will put somebody who can drive good enough in that car. And I think that when we have good enough, we get some good stuff. That's my opinion. I think we should get rid of the FIA super license.
Okay.
And that's a breadcrumb to my third proposal.
Some important points.
Mm-hmm.
Funny enough, I actually think yours is realistic. And I'm not going to lie, my approach to this topic was a little bit unrealistic.
And that's okay.
And so,
Variety and diversity.
I'm listening to her and I'm like, mine is ridiculous. I can't lie. Mine are ridiculous. So how about this? We take turns because I feel like all 3 of yours are going to be like that. So we're going to round robin it.
Let's do it.
Because you did your homework.
I did.
You can go.
Alicia, with
I
that
also...
said,
You're the F1 expert on this podcast, not me.
That's true. With that said, bring us your first suggestion.
Okay. For sprint races, I want them to have a coin toss to reverse grid. So whoever comes in pole does a coin toss. Whatever they pick, if they win, they get to start at pole. If they lose, they start at the end. Just for sprint races.
They're gonna stone you in the town square for the Americanization of F1.
We do that with football. Coin toss. Come on.
And they're gonna, Felicia, they already got real mad. They already got real mad at us for the It would be so fun. They already got really mad at us for the little walkout announcement thing because they said we were Americanizing F1. In Miami, when they announced when they announced it, they were like, they already got mad at us and said we were Americanifying F1. Okay, I don't know if they have the physical strength for a coin flip determining anything about.
Bro, but just think about it. Just think about it. George Russell gets pole. He gets there. He's confident, cocky. You know, George. He goes heads. Bing. He's staring. He's watching. He's watching. It's flipping. It's flipping. It's flipping. It's flipping. It hits the ground. He sees a bird's ass.
The only reason I would say that it is the only
I'm so American. I'm thinking about a quarter.
The only beef I have with that is that F1 is a corrupt organization and they are not Americans, so they don't respect coin flips. They don't respect that you don't weight the Super Bowl coin, even though it might be fun and you can make some money off of it. You don't weight that coin. F1 would weight that fucking coin. They'd have 3 coins, a balanced one, a head weight, and a tail weight. And they would see what that qualifying grid looked like. They would pass over the coin that makes it the most interesting, okay? George Russell's ass gets on pole, they're handing him they're having him pull out the whatever one. Like,
but like also
they would hire a magician to play ref so he could sleight of hand out the coin that works to mess up whatever's going on.
But I just need y'all to think about it really quickly, okay?
It'd be so great, though.
Lance Stroll starts on pole.
That would be really fun.
Very chaotic first lap.
Yes.
I know.
And that's honestly, I support that.
And I say sprint races.
Yes, I support that. I support you.
Spice it up a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yes.
We said we were bored with the sprint races. So I was like,
my second one is also about sprint races.
Okay, good. Okay.
So next, give us your first one.
Okay, so technically mine is 2-1.
Okay.
Yours is what?
2 and 1.
Okay.
Okay, so.
Oh, God.
My rule change would be that every 3 years, F1 would have a driver's draft. Each team would get to protect one driver, or they don't have to protect one driver, but they can only protect up to one. They have to release the other one, and then kind of like part 2 of the rule was that the draft would be determined from worst to best. So,
cinema. Bex. This is why they pay you the big bucks. Hello? This is why they pay you the big bucks.
Hello?
Because I think a draft system would do 2 things for F1. One, it would make... I do agree that silly season is interesting and like the weird breadcrumbing is interesting. And I think you would still get weird breadcrumbing and have a draft ceremony.
And the thing is, you can still within those 3 years. So I said every 3 years, you can change your drivers. You just feel like it's not working.
You're forced to do a draft
every 3 years. You're forced to do a draft.
Yes,
I think it adds clarity to this. I'm not gonna lie. Formula One is just. I personally love it. I think it's thriving and at its best when there's chaos, there's infighting, there's bitching and moaning. So for me, a driver's draft would be perfect. Also, too, like I think like so making it so that they don't have to. They don't have to protect the driver. So, like, let's say it's Cadillac. They're like, listen, thanks, Perez. Thanks, Bottas. You've been great, but we think we can do better. We're actually not going to protect either one of y'all. And then what happens? Maybe Bottas ends up falling back down and Cadillac, like, you know what? Well, I guess we have to take him back.
Yeah.
Then Bottas is a little salty, a little pissy. And I think, like, imagine, like, a Lewis Hamilton and, like, an Alpine or a Williams. Also, too, I think it could possibly bring...
new talent.
I think you. I'm sorry.
New talent.
It could bring new talent, but I also think it could just help teams, like 2 teams that are at the lower end of the grid. You know, like a Williams, like an Alpine, maybe like a newer team like Cadillac. I just think that it could potentially be great. I think it's great.
I think it could be great.
That'd be fun.
I like
That's
that
a good one.
Also, too,
that's a good
like,
one.
Drivers are going to be like trying to fight to see who gets protected.
Yes.
Or maybe a driver's like, I actually don't want to be protected.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go. Let me spread my wings.
Mm-hmm. I want you to frame it. Mm-hmm.
Also, tanking. You get some, tanking. So like you get some teams like, listen, we're about like 15 races in. We know we're not gonna. Let's just, I don't know.
Let's chill.
Let's retire the car after
Take it.
Because we want to make sure that we get the first pick in the driver's track.
Yeah, that would be so fun and cool.
That
would be scenes in the cinema every single time. Like,
I think it'd be
especially because like I feel like there is this like element of randomness and like intrigue that like the NHL and like the NFL and the NBA managed to introduce into careers where it's like you are Sidney Crosby level good and yo ass goes to Buffalo? Like imagine, like you're getting picked by dog shit teams.
I'm not gonna lie,
and you know that you're the GOAT. Like, can you imagine? Can you actually imagine the scenes? If 2017 Lewis got picked up by Williams.
Waste.
What are we doing? It would be cinema though.
But would riot in the streets.
I don't know how knowledgeable y'all are on like basketball, but imagine you're drafted to Oklahoma City Thunder. Everyone's like, Oklahoma, okay, see, dog.
And you raise the franchise back up.
And you raise the first banner ever. And you bring the first championship to, I don't know, Cadillac Alpine.
Exactly. I think it'd be lovely. Damn. Dex, your brain is unmatched.
Thank you. I try.
I like that.
Yes. Okay, my second suggestion is also about sprints. I think that they should completely decouple the race championship and the sprint championship, because I think then it will enable them to do funky shit with the sprint championship, right? Take a portion of the championship pool money, right? We have 6 sprints out of 24 races, so a quarter, and then they're a third of the length, so take 1/12 of that championship fund,
which is a couple mil.
Right? Apply it to the same way that you do it right now, right? Where it's the ranking of the teams, whatever, to the sprints, decouple it completely. So, there's a race championship and a sprint championship, because then I think it lets you do funky shit with the sprint. One, from an F1 perspective, it lets you test concepts, right? So you can mess around with, what if we do mandatory this? What if we do a reverse grid? What if we, like, you get to test out different funky things. And I think that will make it fun and cool. I also think that then enables them to, like, switch around which tracks that it's at. Because, like, if you have a bum track one year, it's not affecting the championship we all care about. It's affecting this exhibition championship that, like, much less money, much more irrelevant. Like, who cares? Because also, I think part of the issue with trying to make the sprint races interesting is right now, you need to have integrity and interest, right? You need to keep them close enough to Formula One format that people aren't like, this is bastardizing the championship, but you're also trying to not make them literally just a mini race. And right now, they have to kind of just be a mini race, because I personally, if I were a championship contender, I'd be pissed if my championship was decided by some fuck shit.
Yeah.
I don't want that. So I'm like, make it its own little exhibition thing, okay? It's still mandatory for the teams because they're going to get a payout, right? Who gives a fuck about it being, like, driver standing wise, right? Make it even just a constructors championship for the sprint. They don't give a fuck. The drivers don't care about that. Make it a fun little exhibition. Enjoy yourselves. I think that could solve our issue, because then the sprints become less precious because they're not impacting the actual thing that they came here to do, which is Formula One.
Not necessarily for entertainment, because you are getting scored on it, but a little more so for entertainment.
Exactly.
I like that. I like
Thank
that.
you. Thank
Oh,
you.
that's my turn.
It's your turn.
Everyone gets the same car.
Oh, you took
Everyone
mine.
gets one car. Sorry, Bex.
Well,
One
no.
car.
Mine was just going to
They
be just
all.
for the first race of the season. Everyone's in the same car.
Oh,
Kind
well,
of
yeah, you start off with the same car and then you can make adjustments from that. But the base. Wait, what? What did you just say?
Oh, so Felicia, that's what you're saying. You're saying Australia, they get
Yes.
given a car.
Everyone gets
and
the
from
same
there they
car.
can make upgrades. They can
within the
Okay.
regulations.
Okay.
So
Okay.
like everybody's doing testing with the exact same car. Everything same car until Australia. You go, you do your thing, you see how the first race pans out for you, and then from there you can change it. Meaning they would more so be tailoring the car to the drivers from the same foundation. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. I think you're discussing a different racing series, but I see
Am
your
I?
vision. No, I'm saying that
Am I?
I think that is you are not literally naming, like, you're not literally remaking a racing series, I should say.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sometimes for stock cars, like, it can be a little bit like that, where it's all about setup, but like, you are not describing a concept that, to my
No, but I'm
understanding,
like, you
already
can
exists at the high
change
level.
actual engineering components of the car. But like, so my idea when I was thinking about this was all the whoever head engineers, whoever that person would be from every team, they come together and they all have to agree on the same car. And then they can go to their teams, they do their testing, this and that, whatever. And then you can adjust from there. Now, do I know that room would be absolute madness? Yes. I want them to record it. Put that on Netflix.
I respect that. I respect your dedication to entertainment. I think like that people critique to it.
Sorry, go ahead. There's a lag. No, you're totally There's good. A very blatant lag on my end.
It's okay. I think people's critique to your statement would be...
I don't give a fuck about a critique. That's what I want. Sorry.
You're okay. I just think that
what did I think would make the sport better? Me.
And I respect that. I think it is antithetical to F1 to highly limit engineering innovation, but I think that you do a good balance by allowing them to innovate throughout the season. And also the fact that it's the engineering departments that would have to agree on the base car, so you still are trying to like balance out how much technical information do I give away to my opponents so that we can have good car that I can then iterate on, versus I don't want to tell them what Mercedes would do with this car. Which I think can be fun and cool.
I'm just saying. Give them all the same foundation. Have fun with it. You got 20, however many races this year.
So mine was basically start off, you have one race during the year where everyone has the same car. Because I think for me, the reason I was thinking of it was more so to see who has the better driving skills. All right. And I think the best way to show that is everyone driving in the same car. Now, obviously, driving the same car could mean, just a stock car could basically be geared. Anyway, let me not go down that road. But
oversteer, understeer.
Yeah, it could technically be geared towards one driver over another, just accident or just by how the car made. But
this happens. Yeah.
I was thinking having the first race of the year being just everyone has the same car. You're going out there showing skill. I think it's a fun way to start the season in Australia. But then you return to your own car.
Okay.
But I also feel like you just need one, or maybe even it could be the first race back after the summer break, which is usually what? Is it Silverstone?
Is it?
No, that's usually before. I forget which race it is, but that was just one of my ideas.
Yeah, dears.
Just one of my ideas.
I love it.
Right,
my third. I'll go. My third and final idea for improving F1 is that I think the F1 should separate from the FIA. In my mind, the function of the FIA is supposed to be oversight and keeping F1 in bounds and governing and blah, 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 blah. But the FIA sucks and is corrupt and is headed off by MBS. So my point is, if you're going to have a corrupt organization, why do I have to keep track of 2 corrupt organizations? Why can't I just keep track of one? F1. Why do I have to care about this other corrupt organization that comes in and does corrupt things to the already corrupt? Why am I tracking 2 corrupt people? I can just focus on Stefan Domenicali. I don't need to focus on this other people. I think F1 could self-govern very easily. I think they should ditch the FIA.
I agree. I do agree. But are they going to do that? No, because why? Money.
They've considered it, but no.
Yeah, but why? Money.
Yeah. Bex, any thoughts?
I hate the FIA.
Doesn't the NBA do something like this or something?
No.
Doesn't the NBA have like a governing body that they
have the NBAPA, the Players Association.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's like the GDPA.
The NBA still
I was about to say that, yeah.
No, the NBA is still the governing body of the NBA.
So the NBA just governs itself.
Yeah. Now, I will say, I do believe...
Which is basically what AFSA is saying, is they should govern themselves.
Part in governing the WNBA. And I actually would like them to... I don't think the NBA should have a say in what goes on in the WNBA, but also the NBA
crazy.
Does financially subsidize the WNBA in small part, or maybe not so small part, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But, no, that's not in the NBA. But, yeah, I hate the FIA. So... I hate the consistency. I truly don't believe that what's his name,
the lack thereof,
won this election fairly. What is his name?
MBS.
Yes,
Mohammed.
I don't think he won it fairly. Have any evidence to support that? No, but I just feel it in my gut
because nobody wants him there.
And also, too, I'm just like, they have zero background in he didn't have any. Sorry, I want to sneeze really badly, and it's like at the tip of my nose. Did he have any experience before he became FIA's president?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so. And so for me, I'm so sorry, but if FIA wants to remain the governing body, then I think that they're going to need to have. There need to be more transparency in the FIA. There needs to be more strict and stringent rules. I don't understand why it takes... Anyway, I don't like the FIA. So and I think Formula One can succeed on its own without the FIA. They would need to have a governing body in place that, but I don't think it needs to be the FIA.
Supposedly he was a rally driver? What?
When?
Oh, I don't really care about that.
Yeah.
At that point, put Carlos Sainz Sr. in there. I don't really care.
Girl, 1983 to 2002.
It's a long time.
14 titles.
Did he win anything?
14 titles, supposedly.
Oh. Yeah.
In the middle of the championship.
Talking mad shit. I guess he won some stuff.
61 international victories.
I don't know.
I don't really care if he won. I think he's lame.
Same.
He still sucks ass.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Felicia.
Hold on. I'm calling BS. I am calling BS on this whole entire operation. You mean to tell me 1, 2. Give me 1 second.
Maybe he's corrupted rally. I don't know. But We'll check on his
1984. This Middle East Rally Championship, 1984. They've only had 9 champions. 9. Muhammad won 14 of them. Give me a break.
That's very interesting.
The current champion, he's won how many? 18 times.
Wow. Not even the GOAT.
We know what that is.
So
we know what that is.
They've won 32
almost all of them.
Since 1984, these two men, Nasser Salih Abdullah. Anyway, just between the two of them, they won 32 championships. What the heck? Okay, great.
Interesting.
Next, moving on.
Something in that milk ain't quite clean.
Felicia, hit us with your third.
Oh, shoot. What was mine? Oh, single shootout qualifying.
Yes.
Single shot. Just, you go, best lap, qualifying. That's it.
Yeah,
you get your, like, you know, you get your warm up, you can get your tires, whatever. But when it's your turn, you give it what you got, and that's it. That's all you got.
That's how they used to do it.
That's all I want.
That's the old way. I support going back.
Let's do it again. Yeah. That sounds like that would be fun.
Yeah, I need to look into why they changed it. I remember seeing some, like, reason that I accepted of why they changed it, but I wouldn't be mad to go to single shoot. Like, I don't really care how they qualify, personally. I just care that it's about their racing lap. So I'd be fine with the
Well, I mean, technically, I guess we should care where they qualify.
I care how they qualify being balanced and fair, not literally the mechanism through which that balanced lap occurs. So I'm perfectly fine with the notion of all of you get one lap. You are aware you get one lap. You have the option of up to 2 prep laps. And
there we go.
Your race engineer will announce on the radio, da-da-da is beginning his qualifying lap before you cross, and then that is your qualifying lap. Easy.
It is. That's it. You get your one shot. That's it. Because how is qualifying low-key a race in and of itself?
So true. Qualifying lasts an hour, and the races last like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
That's true. I like racing.
Yeah. But it does, especially when you have like Q1 and Q2 that end up being just kind of boring. I mean, like, I remember last year, Q1 was sometimes entertaining, sometimes interesting, but Q2 was always just sort of like a bore, always the same.
Because the issue with the Q1, Q2 format is there are 10 drivers are not getting out of Q3 unless something bad happens. So it's really up to the rest of the 10 to see, did somebody fuck up extra today, or are both the Williams, both the Cadillacs, the Astons getting out, right? So that's the thing. And so then you move into like a single shootout, which more emulates that last minute of each queue, which is what we all pay attention to anyway. Like F1 highlights is always, unless somebody crashes, the last 45 seconds of each queue. So I think we should just make that what it is.
What was it? Which race was it this year? Was it China? Where like Q3, pretty much no one started everyone did one lap and no one started before like 5 minutes. I was just like, what's going on?
I think a 1 lap shootout's perfectly fine. And if you fuck up your lap, you fuck up your lap. That happens. That's life. That's life in F1.
I agree. Okay.
Bex, give us your third.
My third would be, it's like an ultra soft tire.
Yes.
So basically it's like,
bring back the Hypersoft. Bring back my pink Hypersoft.
Yeah, it's like great it'll be good for like 5 to 10 laps.
Yeah.
But you can go like maybe like a second and a half, 2 seconds faster on each lap than you could for like a regular soft.
Yes. Well, because the thing that annoys me is I personally think when it comes to the tires and adding back in a super soft one, they got rid of that 7 scale one where it was like super soft, super hard, hyper soft. They got rid of that because they were like, oh, that's overly complicated. We'll just have a range of 6 and then we'll pick 3 and call them soft, medium, hard. And my thing is, I'm like, the audience of F1 does not come to F1 to be like, I don't want to think about anything. Yeah. Right? There are sports you can watch and not have to think a muscle. And you could go do that. Right? You can go do that if you want to. You can just look at the score and know how it's going. I don't think the average F1 fan is really that confused by the color of the tires. I think they can figure out 5 to 6 tire types, bring back the super softs.
Yeah, I think you have to say, like, it has to be done. You can only use them in, like, after, like, the first half. Wait, no.
I don't support that. I think they should just be able to use the hyper softs.
Okay. Maybe not a specific time, but you only get one set.
Yeah. You only get, like, one.
Yeah, so you don't have someone trying to use them twice or something like that.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree.
I would just because I was thinking, I was like, oh, it'll be really fun to use hypersofts at the end of a race. But then by the end of a race is usually settled. So
yeah, I think that could be really fun. I support that.
Yeah,
we live for it. But yeah, that's all of our F1 ideas. Your soft tire one is one I've been begging them to go back to the old 7 tires.
Yeah.
Forever. So I really hope they do that. I hope they separate from the FIA one day, but I know they won't.
No.
And obviously, we're all rooting for your draft idea, Avi.
Make me FIA president. If you must continue.
Oh, I have one fun one. I have one just entertainment one for just entertainment's sake. I want them to I want them to bring back press in the drivers and principals conferences.
I agree. Those should be filmed and distributed.
Yeah.
I say live feed.
I think so. Give me Big Brother 24-hour live cam feeds.
You know what I mean? But just for the conferences, you don't have to take me all the way back into the whatnot and this and that. I just want to see y'all being messy.
Yes. And they're messy people, so they should want it too.
Another one I want them to put on Netflix. The
other reason is because these drivers scrap over what was said and what wasn't said in the driver press conference. Fucking George
roll the tapes.
Being like, roll
the tapes.
Put it out.
I mean, obviously they can have their little private asides if they need to. Whatever.
Yeah, but this press conference where you guys agree on the niche rules of this specific race, broadcasting.
Roll the tapes.
So when they're talking about, we talked to them about this, I can go, no, you didn't. And then it's settled. Instead of us sitting here like, I wonder if they clarified. Roll the tape. We can find out.
What's with all the smoke and mirrors? Let me see it. Agreed. If you want to stand behind what you said, stand behind it.
Air it.
That's it.
That's it. And that's all. It's okay.
Yeah, that's it.
I did want to do, and I know we don't normally do this on bonus episodes, but I want to. I wanted to do a little pop culture corner.
Oh, God.
Just because there is a fun and funky new show that came out that I wanted to talk to the two of you about. That came out on Hulu, of all things.
Okay.
Called Love Overboard.
What's up with you and these love shows?
About this show, the upstairs and the downstairs people.
Yes. Okay. So imagine Love Island.
Explain.
Meets Below Deck. Meets the haves and the have-nots. Let me give you the rundown.
So I only know Love Island out of what you just described.
Okay. Below Deck is like a yacht reality TV show. It's like Real Housewives.
I know about it.
Housewives are boat employees. Okay. And the haves and the have-nots, Tyler Perry. Some bitches have, some bitches have not.
Oh, no. Yes, I have seen the haves and the have-nots. My bad. So, I apologize.
Yes. So, Love Overboard. They basically cast a Love Island cast of people. This cast of people would very easily get cast on Love Island, right? They bring them in and they go, this is a love show. But here's the twist. Only 4, because I think they initially invite like 16 people. Right? Only like 3 couples will get to live upstairs, which is the actual yacht, like experience. You're sipping champagne, you're lounging, all of that. The rest of the cast will be the boat employees. You will be gutting fish. You will be cleaning toilets. You'll be serving drinks. But you're still trying to find love throughout all of it. And they have challenges where they try to get into the upstairs, right? So in challenges, you can just straight up get put into the upstairs through winning a challenge. Now, the other way to get put into the upstairs is if you are a bottom dweller, you might get given a date by the producers with an upstairser. You have to invite the upstairser out on the date, and then the upstairser will choose between you and their current upstairs partner. And whoever they don't choose gets dropped overboard off of a plank. It's glorious. It is delightful. It is so good.
They make them walk the plank.
They make them walk the plank. And now I'm going to give you guys a small spoiler, because while I think that you both will enjoy this show, I don't think having this spoiler will make you enjoy it any less. I think you will be waiting in anticipation for what I'm about to tell you.
Oh, God.
So there will be a couple who is clearly very they like each other, they're locked in very early.
Mm-hmm.
The guy is going to ask the girl to be his girlfriend. They have been having sex.
Heard this one.
Yep, they have been having sex. He mentions that he doesn't love their sex life. He hasn't come yet, apparently. And they've been having sex for the past
Yes, girl. Yeah.
Yes. So they're having sexual relations on this boat. Penetrative sexual relations, to be clear. He is not done. So he is dissatisfied with their sex life. He has not told her any of this. Right? There is a new girl who...
So what, he's just saying this in his confessional?
He's saying this to one of the guys and in confessional. Right? Obviously the guy is like, well, you should communicate that. This new girl comes on. I'm not going to comment on anything about the new girl, both for the surprise and also because I have nothing nice to say. She comes onto the boat and she immediately locks into this guy who just asked homegirl to be his girlfriend. Right? Immediately. So obviously the producers give her the date because, I like mess. So the producers give her the date. And obviously his girl she's a little crazy, she's a little bit over the top, but ultimately the guy and the girl are like, there's literally nothing to worry about. We're locked in, nothing to be concerned over. He goes on this date, and it's a massage date because the producers are messy and they love to give massage dates when they want to be messy. Right? So, to be clear, the guy has expressed when New Girl came on that he likes BBL bitches. He likes plastic surgery. He wants you to have lip filler and cheek filler and a BBL and a boob job and an eyebrow. He likes women who look like they have plastic surgery. The new girl who came in has lots of lip filler, lots of cheek filler, massive BBL, whatever. So she comes in and he's immediately like, oh, BBL.
Let me not cringe.
Right. So they're on this date. It's a massage date, and he's literally like, I'm not going to do anything. They get 30 seconds into a massage. And then they're like, okay, time to go shower off the massage oil. They get naked.
Wait. Are they massaging each other? Or are they, do they have masseurs?
They're doing this fake ass cactus massage. So he's spanking her with a cactus leaf. It's very stupid.
Oh, my gain.
It's very stupid. Anyway, so they are like, let's go shower off the massage oil. Right? Already made a mistake going into the shower with her in the first place. Then they get naked in the shower. Mistake number 2. Then Felicia, he gets his dick sucked in the shower by old girl. And then they are making out, dry humping in the hot tub. Okay? Craziness. All that, crazy enough. He goes back to the boat. He mentions none of this to anybody because admittedly the one thing that I think the producers do really well is when you get back from your date, they basically send you to go get dressed and then drag you immediately to the plank ceremony. Right? So the producers do a good job of making sure you can't tell anybody anything. But nonetheless, we see that still, like, he's sitting there, he's doing this thing where he's like, I just don't know what to do. I just don't think she'll forgive me for what I've done. Blah, 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 blah. So on the plank ceremony, everybody is like, well, this plank ceremony doesn't matter. Obviously, he's going to pick his girlfriend over this random girl. They go into the plank ceremony, and he starts hemming and hawing. The girlfriend's like, what do you have to hem and haw over? He's like, I just think that the way things happen on the date, I don't think you'll forgive me. And she's like, well, then just tell me and I can decide if I forgive you or not. And then, like, we can move, either you can drop me or not. It's whatever, right? All the people on the boat are all sitting here going, what the fuck is going on, right? He makes those bitches wait on the plank, right? Mind you, they are on this is a fake plank. They
have them one and one.
They're on 2 planks. And he has them wait 45 minutes while he is standing there hemming and hawing and going, I don't know. Like, I don't know what to do. 45 minutes.
Man will leave you in the desert without water.
Let me make my own decision. I'll jump.
Literally, if I'm the girlfriend, I'm like, I'm breaking up with you for making me stand out here for 45 minutes.
I'm jumping.
Hello? I'm jumping, right? So after 45 minutes, eventually the host and all of the cast are like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Make a fucking decision, you fucking pussy. So he chooses BBL Man. Drops his girlfriend in the ocean. And I want to be clear, Felicia, I am not exaggerating when I say that they walk the plank and then they drop the plank out from under them. So they plunge into the ocean.
I mean, obviously, like, there's another boat, they get on that, whatever.
Yes, but they drop them into the ocean. I'm your girlfriend and you drop me into the ocean? Are you crazy?
I'm climbing back on board that boat simply to beat your ass, and then I'm jumping back overboard.
But mind you, he's the one who asked her to be his girlfriend. It's not like she asked him to be her boyfriend.
Don't piss me off.
He asked her to be his girlfriend, knowing that they were having intimacy issues, knowing that he was, like, not super sexually attracted to her. He's insane. You have to go watch.
To be honest, I just heard this. I heard about this couple specifically.
This went viral.
Yeah.
Because that's crazy to have your girlfriend standing out there for 45 minutes just for you to pick a girl who sucks your dick.
Insane.
It's crazy.
Like, one date, you can drop me into the ocean after you asked for my hand in partnership.
He was talking about our future, our kids, where we're gonna live. La da 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 da.
Kiss the blackest part of my ass.
Yes. It was crazy. It was truly something else. But ladies and listeners, go watch Love Overboard. Sound off in the comments.
So how do you find these things?
I'm on the internet. I scroll on Hulu and Netflix. I love finding out about new shows. This is how I found about MILF Manor.
Girl.
Iconic television.
Girl.
Iconic.
I need them to make DILF Dynasty, though.
I need DILF Dynasty. Sound off for DILF Dynasty. We can fight TLC.
Hello.
Again. All right, listeners. That was your bonus episode. We hope you had a good off week. Come listen to us talk about something next week instead of a race.
We got something up our sleeve.
We'll talk about something. Rate, review, subscribe. Send this to the person that you would not launch off a plank into the ocean the day after you ask them to be your girlfriend, because you can't listen to our podcast in the ocean. So send it to them.
If you have underwater headphones, you could.
You could. So invest in those and then listen to our podcast in the
ocean.
I'm
just saying.
Listeners, ladies, goodbye.
Bye.